I don't know if you're aware, but over the weekend, there's something called TwitchCon, right? It's a convention that is held. I got. Oh no, I don't. I took it off. It's a convention that's held yearly, and I think it's in multiple spots, but like across the planet. But it's yearly, like located in either the same spot or a location nearby or something like that. But anyways, San Diego seems to have one that happens yearly, right? Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hold on. Put a little bit of high volume here. Turn this later. So, TwitchCon had an incident on the very first fucking day. Although the individuals that arrived at the convention for their appearances, the individuals that arrived did have their own private security, and I believe the convention had their own private security. There was, however, no Nazis located at the convention for this first time. I also want to remind everyone the government is shut down, by the way, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, if this is a trial run on let's test out our own private company security so we can keep the money in the company, you know what I'm saying? Because these siphon beings just thieve that 50 fucking plus percent every motherfucking planetary orbit around the sun. So, what threw me off was, well, first of all, I was gonna stay away from TwitchCon this year. I was like, fuck it, dude. I unfollowed a whole bunch of USA accounts. I only had maybe 2, and I was just following Russia accounts only, and having fun, by the way. Well, I went on to X, and that morning, I mean, right when I woke up, I just went on X, checked trending or whatever. Might have even just been on, like, when you open the thing up. I don't know if I was already on that or whatever. But I saw TwitchCon influencer or streamer gets something. I can't remember the headline, but something went down, right? I'm like, fuck. And I click on it. It's it's a person that I was following. I don't know. I'm not going to shout it out because they have already shouted it out, and you should probably go watch their perspective. And then I just want to let you know, like, what I did throughout. Because once I heard that, I'm like, fuck, it's first day, and something's already going down, right? And I want to know what's going to go down. So immediately I went and followed that being's account, followed the beings that they're associated with. I can't remember who I was following first, but I was upset and ended up just unfollowing or whatever, unsubscribing. And I'm like, fuck, dude, this always happens whenever I'm like not in the situation or whatever. Same fucking thing happened with that carnival situation. I left the stream, fucking was on someone else's stream and fell asleep. That's when shit went down. Same here. Almost, it was like just moments after I fucking unfollowed these accounts, probably days for this one specifically, just fucking days, probably like within the week, I had unfollowed that account. Now I'm following again. But I did listen to the perspective. I saw the content unedited immediately, but now it all appears to be edited, so it's hard to really like describe what went down because I only saw it momentarily right as I fucking woke up, and then now they got everything edited out. But from their perspective, I would definitely go and listen to it. And then, of course, Twitch company has their perspective on things that went down and how they went about handling the situation. I want to remind everybody that you just never know if if certain situations are a distraction from what's going to happen next. And maybe it's not within the next couple seconds, but maybe the next fucking following day. So, everyone was like on high alert or whatever. The influencer streamer ended up going back the next day, which I agree with that move. And they said they're at the moment deciding that they're not going to attend Twitch conventions from here forward. We'll see how things play out, because you know what I'm saying, we live to be 100. So you guys, that's how things are at the moment. Once I guess people maybe portray themselves better at these gatherings, or things just change. Like, I don't know, things are just crazy as fuck right now with everything that went down in September. What's his fucking dude getting shot, and then people had their jokes or whatever. Of course, this is in San Diego, which is not LA, but I mean, it's the neighboring city to LA, which there was a lot of controversy regarding the September blah blah blahs that went down, right? So I don't know who was involved with this, but I do know that I saw the Scream movie recently, like Scream, the latest ones that just came out. There's like 2 latest ones. There's a few twists. I don't want to give it away, but you guys should go watch that movie. Because when she's describing it, I said, this sounds like a movie, dude. And, you know, I don't know if, from the vibes that I got, I would say the 3 people that I did unfollow, I unfollowed 3 people that I'm talking about here. I don't feel they're involved. A 4th person that I unfollowed, I'm having my suspicions about, okay? This person, I was having suspicions about this person immediately when they're describing through the story. So they described through the story, their perspective, everything, hit some dodges, which was pretty dope on their end, but to have everything go down, I guess I don't know. It could be embarrassing when things happen that are unplanned. So that aspect of it sucks. Maybe, hopefully in the future we'll figure things out. Maybe everything will make more sense. But the one thing I did notice is when I went around, I said, okay, let me go follow these USA accounts and these other accounts that I was not following. I'll go ahead and follow them and just make sure everything is like all right with them. And I went ahead and continue to follow even more the IRL accounts, because I'm usually on just chatting, but there's IRL accounts. That's who was at TwitchCon streaming the IRLs in real life. And so I found a bunch of new people to follow when I was doing that. And then while I was watching those streams, I saw some things go down that just continued to further these suspicions, but also find more clarity regarding what's going down with the company side things. So, some of the people that I unfollowed, it wasn't them specifically that I was upset with. It's the fact that they keep locating themselves in these various locations across the planet where I'm not in agreement with this location or that location, and now you're out shouting them out like a fucking nonstop ad, because that's what the stream is. You're located in that location, and then also siphoning your earnings, your energy, your time. It's all a fucking, like, why would I support this, you know? And then they kept going to these locations. I'm like, I'm not going to support this location. So each of those accounts, I fucking unfollowed each of those. And I'm still not following some of them, but some of them I did follow. So I was following everybody. It wasn't just USA accounts. It's people that are from everywhere that happen to be at the convention. And I'm just like looking around, right? Like, because people are on at all times. So nighttime, daytime, it looked pretty dope actually. It looked like they were able to do more this year when it came to event, like, what am I trying to say? Activities within the event and like locations to be locating yourself that have like some sort of aspect to it other than like, I don't know, you know, that fucking, the thing that I didn't like at one of the events in San Diego was this fucking foam pit. Motherfuckers had a foam pit and were hitting each other with the cushions or whatever. You're supposed to fall into the foam pit. Well, someone jumped off of their beam thing and thought the foam pit was deeper and hit ground. And either way, I was just, the whole time I'm like, why are we watching people smack each other when this foam pit could have been where we're serving alcohol, where and whoever could have served alcohol or just been like within, I don't know, that realm. But I'm like, why are we watching people get hurt right now? This is not something that I supported. So that was something that stayed in my mind. I don't know if that was last year or the year before, but I just go, you know what, like this year with everything that went on and then including those past things, I was gonna stay away from it. Then this went down, I said, fuck, I'm gonna come in. So I saw the next 2 days, day 2 and day 3, which is Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, like I said, it looked pretty dope. On day 2, one of the beings that I was watching, this was like towards the nighttime, she's having a good time. Throughout the whole day, she was having a good time. And I was just bouncing through different streams, watching their event live or whatever, Twitch's lives. And then also going to different people. But this, I was on this account like predominantly because I remembered that person. They were around a few people that I was also like remembering or following. But like I said, I was just unfollowing these accounts that I'm like, why are these people locating themselves all over the motherfucker when you're from one location or another? And then especially in these times, it was different than when I had followed them at the time that I was following them. So a lot's gone down and a lot goes down daily, and things can always change, which I think things have changed for the better. So anyways, I'm watching this being stream, drink, have a good time. She took a drink. I don't even know if I could match the drink. It was probably a Long Island that got taken down, like shotgun to Long Island, which is, dude, it was kind of badass to just witness that moment or even have that being do that or whatever. I thought that was dope. But let me try to take something here pretty big. It was about that big. Probably higher alcohol content. This is actually pretty high though, 14%. A solid wine for sure. But shots, you're talking 40, 35, you know, and then, but it's diluted. When you put stuff in, it's diluted. So probably, I don't know, probably about 14%. But a little bit bigger sips than that. So after that, they're having a good time. Some dude was out there dancing and just having a good time also. Some streamer that I'm gonna have to figure out their name because I couldn't figure it out at the time. I got distracted. But here's what happened. While they're dancing, he was already dancing. Something about, I think she wanted to do whatever dance he was doing, he was trying to show her. I happened to, I was a little bit zoned out at this moment. I can't remember what I was thinking about, but I was sitting, I was like a little bit zoned out. I can't remember where I had the phone set exactly, but all of a sudden someone grabs her stream and starts running away with her phone. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And she starts going after the dude, saying, I'm live streaming right now, I'm live streaming. I don't know what dude, maybe he thought it was a video, like a camera or whatever, them filming that dance moment. But she's live streaming. All right, so at the time I'm going, okay, this some random dude just randomly grabs her phone and starts running. Well, she didn't catch up, I wouldn't say, but she kept pace. And dude stopped, whatever. He was just, I guess, fucking around. I don't know if she knew dude or something like that, but he gave her phone back. Okay, and she comes back. This is just moments. This is just moments after, like I said, she just took something like that. And I'll tell you probably when it's probably within fucking about 5 minutes. And so let's see if I can take a little bit more. And she's a lightweight too. She's shorter and lighter than me. I'm telling you, I'm having trouble keeping pace with that moment there, but I do like Long Island's. So a phone got brought back, and they start, you know, like just dude, whoever she had just met. I think she's with her family too, a few brothers or something. But it's different when a lot of things are different when you're a USA citizen civilian, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know if everyone knows how to respond when naturally in your mind it's going to be the country laws that you're from. Who knows what's what? So, anyways, dude that she was dancing with at least took it up with the other dude. I don't know who it was. No one got in a fight or anything like that, but like pretty much saying, come on, what the fuck was that? Because, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to, everything that went down already, and we're trying to dance here, and then you go and do some shit like that. Okay, so whatever though. I didn't want to pay attention to it because, like I said, I don't know if they knew each other. I don't know who dude is, all this stuff. And it wasn't even that big of a deal. So the only thing is I don't like that the fact that she ran is going to send the alcohol through her body faster. And all she was doing was dancing, like dancing in one spot, not fucking like, not mosh pit style dancing, just regular dancing or whatever. So that's the thing that I didn't like about it, is it's gonna make the alcohol hit quicker, and I just thought that was kind of fucked up. Anyway, so once that happened, things like, what was I on? Oh, I was on like things cleared up with that. She's with dude. I was bouncing around on other streams also. I'd found some dude, some like bulked out dude. Same situation. I never heard of dude, never heard of the family. I was just following the IRLs. This dude has like people within his family that are also streaming. I ended up finding this dude, right? So I'm on either his stream or one of his family members' stream, and I heard a security guard talking with this dude about what had gone down, and I did hit an ad break, so that's the only thing. But from what I heard, Twitch has their perspective on what went down and what was reported to them, and the reasons why things got handled. Based on what was being reported to them and what they saw. The thing is with everybody, although it is private security, and it's entirely different when it's a company's private security and an individual's private security. An individual's private security has differences that are allowed than a company's private security. So an individual's private security, they have things signed up with them. I don't want, and the list will continue of bullet points. Here's the things people are not allowed that I want you to be aware of. Like, they're not allowed to do this. Well, a company is gonna go, here's what people are not allowed to do And it's all based on, it's not based on the company's decision, it's based on what the laws allow regarding the company's response. And this also goes with individual security. So sometimes you go, why weren't they before the fact? Why were they after the fact? Because the fact is they have to follow the laws regarding whatever county, city, state, and country that they're in. So there's not able to be a response if nothing goes down. Sometimes you can make a presence, but a physical or some sort of like response in that way is going to require something else. And sometimes security are told, we don't want verbal response from you. We don't want physical presence. We want you dressed undercover, and we want you to respond to whatever the laws allow you to respond to, but verbal things and artistic things. So anyways, there are people here from other countries, right? A whole bunch of motherfuckers are here from other fucking countries. What got me, because I don't like the blurred video, because what got me is, I said, well, what, later on, this was like next day after maybe even 2 days after I go, what if this dude was from France and he's talking about, you know how they kiss on either cheek? She said he puckered right for the lips and she dodged it. So that's what I saw on the video, is like he wasn't doing some French thing, but I'm just saying there were foreigners here. So then I start going, what if this dude is like some France, and then cross that off. I go, what if this motherfucker is a Ukrainian? What if this motherfucker is a Ukrainian? Because you know how that girl got stabbed in the neck, right? All right. So I don't know if it's some Ukrainian out here being fucking smartass about emotions, what's allowed and not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to enact things, because these motherfuckers are Nazi out in Nazi Ukraine. So I don't know if this motherfucker's coming out here to provoke my location into enacting things, or use my population to make some sort of fucking point or message regarding what's happening in their motherfucking location on their motherfucking continent. Okay? But the fact is, there are motherfucking foreigners at this motherfucking location, and motherfuckers can pick up an accent. I don't even want to hear about well, they have an ID, they have USA citizenship. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that, because motherfuckers get accepted into this thing like it's a fucking you know what I'm saying? Like they'll have just these bursts of, let's just accept everybody before it's even been 9 years of their required 9-year endurance to get citizenship, just like it is in every country. They have these moments of, let's skip everybody and we'll just make everybody USA citizen, civilian, here in these sanctuary cities and states and blah, blah, blahs. Okay, so I don't care about, on paper, is this dude USA? Okay, on paper, I don't give a fuck. What I'm talking about is this dude actually from here? Like, is this dude actually motherfucking from here? And what are the intentions of this dude? Because sometimes laws get passed without a motherfucker being able to even vote on it. No one gets to fucking vote on this shit. Sometimes motherfuckers just respond immediately and go, oh my God, something happened at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, and now we're gonna permanently do this and then that. And it turns out, oh my God, it was Saudi Arabia. Did you guys hear about that? It was Saudi Arabia that did the Las Vegas Mandalay Bay shooting. Everyone goes, wow, it's a boomer. It's a boomer, it's a boomer. No, it turns out Saudi Arabian leadership were involved in the attack in Las Vegas, the Mandalay Bay on that concert goer. You know what I'm saying? So they all got laid off. They're all in cages right now. We got new leadership out in Saudi Arabia. And the new leadership seems to be down, you know what I'm saying, with the USA wants and needs, golf, soccer, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So, so, anyways, you guys, we did get new leadership out there. And the point is, why are we doing things here? Why are we making laws against the USA population here when motherfuckers have their act together here? They have their shit functioning together here. But out in fucking Saudi Arabia, out in fucking Germany, out in fucking Nazi Ukraine, out in fucking Nazi fucking Israel, all these fucking locations that want to be, they want here to be just like home. So that way when they move from their location, Nazi Mexico, that way when they move them from their location, it feels just like home once they fucking move out here. No one can speak, no one can, you know what I'm saying? Feels like that. Go look at San Diego and go look at LA and tell me that motherfucker does not feel like it's straight up fucking Mexico at the moment. The only spots that do not feel like Mexico is Disney's land, okay? So, you guys, let's get back to what went down. So, that went down, right? And then the next day, the next day, a streamer happened to slip on some fucking soap, slip on some bubble soap, and, took the fall or whatever, but got through the stream. This was just wild too, because I found this streamer again. I was already following her, but I found this streamer on that dude, some buff dude. You guys all probably already know his fucking name. I don't want to shout him out at the moment because this is a controversial one. But on his dude, they ran into the streamer on the stairway. He said, "Oh, what's up?" And then I said, "Oh, damn, I remember her. Let me fucking follow her." Well, she happened to be the next one that is going to be doing the things on stage the next day, right? And so I didn't know any of that. I'm not looking at the schedule, nothing. But she's on the thing next day, and I'm on her thing. First, I was just watching her walk around at the booths. That's all I thought it was gonna be. And she ends up going to a back room. I thought it was a meet and greet. She's the main person on the next Twitch stream. And like I said, it went pretty well, I would say, other than that aspect of the scenario, which I think she just had like surface level. There was no blood, but there was definitely it was close to that. So it looks like it hurt. The fall actually looked like possibly could have hurt, but she's saying it didn't hurt. You know how adrenaline goes and everything. Saw a nurse and everything. They said you are in fact injured. And I tried to tell her, make sure, to everybody out there, if you ever get injured and it's just surface level, looks like it's about to bleed, but it's not bleeding, you might as well call that a bruise. And pineapple juice will help heal bruising. It helps heal blood vessels. All that happens with bruise. A bruise means your blood vessel, so your vein. It's normally round. It did like this. It collapsed, and now you got to bring it back to that. Well, pineapple juice helps it going from that to that. And then, so everyone, if you want to help heal bruising or prevent bruising, then I recommend you drink pineapple juice or eat pineapple. That's what I do. I do believe pizza belongs under pineapple. So, so that happened. I was like, fuck, dude. And same thing, I don't know. It just, each situation, it's like, you have these suspicions about motherfuckers. So if you go through it, one of the dudes is all wound up. They're talking about let's make a ball and basket. You gotta bounce it off the stick. Dude is damn near bouncing the ball, bouncing the motherfucking ball, and then hold this string and get the ball into the basket. Is this really that hard? I couldn't believe it, dude. One person nailed it, which I believe is showing no, it's not really that hard. And the people, well, the person that has my suspicions about like dropping the soap bubbles, dude was all wound up, and I don't know, like you can go about your events and how you do things. I call it fuck around, fam. People that get to fucking around, and a perfect example of fuck around, fam, on YouTube is Jug Squad. They fucking love to fuck around, and that's kind of how the channel just became known. It was during our little prank fucking era of I don't know if everyone goes through that, but there was some prank era on fucking YouTube. And at the time, I mean, I don't know. Channels can grow, and I'm not saying any of the content is not worth viewing or anything like that, but that's just what I label the era as, like a prank era, and these people were fucking around. They recorded their fuck around sessions. All right, so we call it fuck around, fam, right? So some people like to fuck around. They're just, it's not really like they're a threat, but they're fucking around. That's kind of what happened here. But the thing that gets me is the spine is so close to all the nerves, and the spine is so close to, you got your blood-brain barrier, right? That keeps everything flowing through your arteries and everything that's clear and everything. So when it gets to the spine, I just don't like when things happen regarding that. And to make someone fall is not funny. And then whether it's accidental or intentional, and then definitely when it's intentional to be some Sudoku motherfucker, let me, because this day, this being was wearing, was this no, this was, I'll have to look at it again, but they were wearing a different outfit than when I had saw them on whatever dude's stream that had shouted them out. Wearing a little bit different outfit, specifically the shoes. And I don't mind the shoes. I know all the messages. I actually think she looked like Alice in Wonderland, so I thought it was kind of hot. But when we get to logical brain, because that's emotional brain thinking, logical brain is saying, I've seen a lot of people slip in specifically dress shoes. And dress shoes have that smooth, like fucking flat bottom. I feel like she should have kept that outfit and been in some, like something high top. I don't know, like Vans high top or Nike high tops. Fucking something high top would have looked really dope, and probably just like complemented like the outfit and the scenario. But with everything that went down, I think she was trying to just like send this message of like, because the night before she was dressed a little bit different than this night. But like I said, I think people need to stop going, well, this looks fancy, right? Or this looks appropriate. Yeah, but what is safe? And this is what I kept trying to tell Joe Biden when he was slipping. These motherfucking dress shoes, how many times are you guys gonna have to endure a leader slipping in order to realize, hey, dress shoe is not meant for walking around. These leaders in the past some of them were being wheeled around in wheelchairs, and some of them were just standing in one place. All right, so I was trying to tell him, get on some Nike trainers, and same with this scenario. I think there should have been like a wider base and like a more appropriate shoe for these motherfucking, I'm not saying it's the shoe that's at fault. I'm saying let's defend ourselves from these Munchausen motherfuckers that are trying to get motherfuckers to get injured. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't really respect I didn't want to get into any aspect of that. So, or shout anyone out. I'm down with this no snitching hype. I don't want to shout anyone out or get into anything regarding any of that. So I just followed one person within that moment, but I'm keeping everyone in mind. And like I said, I don't know if it was accidental. I don't know if it's someone being fuck around or if they realized not everyone knows, wow, all the nerves go through the spine and all, you know what I'm saying? Some people just watch SpongeBob and fucking Family Guy and South Park. And that's why you can't really go, okay, this person is like some Children of the Corn leader motherfucker trying to injure beings, and I don't know, or some what is that? Some misery bitch fucking trying to cripple a motherfucker. They don't know any of that shit, dude. They're just they're talking about they seen some shit on some fucking cartoon, some movie. But either way, that's why we label them fuck around fam is, you know what I'm saying? They're just fucking around, and a lot of times, for whatever reason, it ends up working out with the fact that someone's not gonna get permanently fucking injured or permanently fucking unalived. But yeah, it's just the people that watch them always want to go and repeat the motherfucking bullshit, and I don't know. So I try to stay away from them. I've stayed away from Juke Squad, stayed away from Florida, actually. That motherfucker, the Palisades fire, turns out it's a motherfucker from out in Florida. It's a motherfucker from out in Florida that drove out here to California, started the fires, and then drove all the way back out to Florida. They just not caught him. So I don't know, you guys. What do we blame here? The invasion? Do we blame? Why are these people not with a being that they're able to communicate that emotion with? Fuck around or like fucking whatever it is. The attempted kissing, the attempted whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because I don't know what everyone considers everything. But, you know what I'm saying? If maybe attention was focused by allowing, like, you know what I'm saying? These beings to endure a moment with people that they want to endure that moment with. Do you want to endure it with some dude that has the same fucking digestive tract as you? Or do you want to endure it with some human mammal being that has the opposing, the equal and opposite digestive tract? Well, a lot of those beings are locked up. And if they're not locked up, they're sitting in there with the locked up. So who knows what the number is, but everything is something. And you're getting into motherfuckers locate themselves in here, right? From other countries. So as the thing goes on, as all this goes on, okay, next day, some people are heading back to their homes, some people are heading back to their various locations. The being that had that phone snatched from them headed out to Las Vegas. Headed out to fucking Las Vegas and with her family ended up getting a dub on some crap machine, pretty dope dub. I hit a couple ads, so I don't know everything, but sounds like they came out with a dub, and like the whole thing was like a pretty dope time or whatever, right? So they're doing their thing out there. Well, Twitch comes on and goes, you're not allowed to stream while you're streaming. You're not allowed to stream that you just won. They just dubbed on a game. You're not allowed to stream that you just dubbed on a game. Okay, and who owns Twitch? Who owns Twitch? Jeff Bezos owns Twitch because Jeff Bezos owns Amazon and Amazon now owns Twitch. And Jeff Bezos bought Mandalay Bay. Jeff Bezos bought Mandalay Bay during the COVID pandemic after that fucking Saudi Arabian attack on the country festival. That Saudi Arabian attack, okay, shit hit the fan for that CEO of Mandalay Bay, And Jeff Bezos came through. He said, I got billions and billions, and bought Mandalay Bay. And now owns Mandalay Bay. He also owns Twitch. He also owns Amazon. Okay? So why is gambling not allowed to be streamed on the streaming service from the being that owns the fucking location that allows gambling? Can anyone answer me that? Including Jeff Bezos. If I could at this motherfucker right now. Jeff Bezos, why are you not allowing streamers to stream in your own motherfucking realm or even hotel? That would be such a perfect experiment. Let me go stream my craps gaming in Mandalay Bay as opposed to wherever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not allowed to be streamed where? Because they said, okay, some locations, the stream is, it's not banned, but it's demonetized. Where is it demonetized? It wasn't my location, California. It wasn't Nevada, obviously. So where is it getting demonetized? Like, what the fuck? And they almost want to restart the stream. That's how many motherfuckers are watching from other motherfucking locations. To all you companies running ads, that's how many motherfuckers are watching from another fucking location that does not allow gambling according to Jeff Bezos. So they then went later on, it's not so they then went, but later on they then went to a location that takes out a paddle and just fucking spanks you. Spanks you if you cannot finish your meal. Boom, boom, boom. Spanking. And that's what Twitch allows though. Twitch allows you to spank a motherfucker. Pull out this paddle, a long wooden paddle, or I don't know. Who knows what type of paddle is? Leather. Boom. I'm saying 3 times each of them. They each took 3 paddles. Or what I was watching, because I missed that moment. It got posted on the location's Instagram to prove that here's what is allowed. Here's what you guys are allowed to see, but here's what you're not allowed to see. Someone pressed a button. And it's not even someone throwing dice. Someone pressed a button and a platform bounces dice up. You're not allowed to see gaming, but you're allowed to see this sexual fucking spanking go down. This domination, the FinDom, Food Dom, Dominatrix spanking session go down. Live on Twitch. Okay? And then like spanking, boom, hard. Okay? So before this spanking occurred, I happened to see the dude that took her phone. This girl that got spanked and her fam that got spanked. I know they're trying to make a point. I know exactly everything that they're fucking saying, because just everything, dude. But, and I know the location they went to is making that same exact fucking point. But dude that stole this girl's phone, momentarily stole her phone, started running around with it. It's got purple in his hair, right? Purple spots or whatever. Some, black bear. What is his fucking name? Ian Dior. Turns out he's on the Twitch. He's on the Twitch. I don't know. Would you guys call QT Cinderella? QT Cinderella. Would you consider QT Cinderella the Twitch CEO? Does anybody consider QT Cinderella the Twitch CEO? Because QT Cinderella had this purple spray painted hair motherfucker on her stream in her rich ass fucking big ass fucking kitchen location. Island in the center, you know what I'm saying? Kitchen fucking location. Okay, QT Cinderella. She hosts the Twitch Streamer Awards every single fucking year. She just recently had a stream with FaZe Adapt. Phase Adapt and some fat motherfucker that looks like a motherfucker from the Mojave motherfucking cage location. Looks like he's related to that motherfucker, this fat motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Probably shitting out bear shits. Okay, QT Cinderella. You go ahead and watch that stream about them. They went out to go camp, blowing through, you know what I'm saying, your pool noodles and all this and that, duct tape, all this and whole bunch of fucking environmentals, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Environmental this, environmental that. No ecstasy, no acid, no moonshine. But it was interesting to watch this fat motherfucker. I was very interested to figure out who this motherfucker, what his name was in the cage location. I actually like this motherfucker, by the way. So you lucked out, fat motherfucker. But and not only do I like this motherfucker from the cage location, but I like the motherfucker's cousin who was located out in the Caribbean. It's quite unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, whatever situation that you're in, that you had to attain that weight. Same with the dap. Fucking sucks that you can't hit the vape. I'm very disappointed that you're located with this fucking cunt, you know what I'm saying, this cunt and her fucking her true life motherfucking boyfriend. Her true life, I have an eating disorder motherfucking boyfriend. Okay? It really sucks for you, Doc. And it really sucks for you, fat motherfucker. But, you guys, this purple hair spray painted his motherfucking hair purple motherfucker is in QT Cinderella's home, in her mansion, in her kitchen, in QT Cinderella's kitchen. All right, the CEO, and she had just said she didn't give a while I was on Valkyrie's stream, by the way. She was just playing Pokemon. I'm watching Valkyrie's stream for about, I don't know, fucking probably 2 to 3 hours at the most. Fresh back on it. Well, at the end of the stream, towards, I don't know, it didn't even feel like it was supposed to be the end, but towards the end of the stream, she gets a call from QT Cinderella. I need to vent about something. And she's like, all right, well, I'm streaming right now. I'll call you back. She was going to continue streaming. She goes, fuck, you know, she needs to vent about something. I got to let you guys go. I'm going to go call her back and hear what's going down. No one heard what's going down, and I don't even care about what's going down, but that's what happened. The stream ended. The Twitch stream from Valkyrie, the YouTube Twitch stream, ended because someone had to vent. And I looked up, what does vent mean? Okay, so you can go ahead, if you don't know what that means, go ahead and look it up. She had to vent. So right now, Valkyrie's being psychiatrist, psychologist for QT Cinderella. All right, shouldn't this, I mean, what does a psychiatrist, psychologist get paid to do their job? $180 per hour minimum? About that for that wealth bracket, $180, probably I would say 220 to 180. So you're occupying multiple, not just the 220, 180, but the potential hype train, the motherfucking you know what I'm saying, traction on the account for viewers, the fucking ad revenue for a Twitch company. Because she was hitting one of those sessions, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to gaming, you guys got to just look at things logically. I can tell, even if someone is on an opposing football team, whether they're coming through on their performance or not. And it was just what I would describe as one of those sessions that was just, I don't know how to, you got to be into gaming to really get it. But it's like all the stars feel like they're starting to align or whatever, and you're hitting these moments of, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, different things. So anyways, it got disrupted. Didn't hear nothing about it because I'm not gonna ask nothing. Even if they said something, I wouldn't listen regarding that because I feel like I'm asking. I'm part of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. You know what I'm saying? On this camo shit. Let's keep going though. This is just 4 day duration. Okay. So stream's interrupted, right? Turns out that dude that stole the phone is part of QT Cinderella's club, clan, whatever, I don't know. And so then here comes the next day. I believe the next day. So hold on. Let me orientate myself. The craps thing. Okay. So this was all. So the Valkyrie, the call to Valkyrie, we got event happened around 12. I don't know. So who knows if it's the same day or not? I can't really say. But it happened like later at night. The next day I was watching Ginny's stream out in Las Vegas. Later on in the day, once that stream ended, and even just throughout the day, I was bouncing back and forth. QT Cinderella has some dude cuffed and chained to her, like a sexual kink type of cuff and chain, torture porn chain. QT Cinderella had a torture porn chained to her and chained to some other dude. I have no idea who this true life eating disorder dude is, but she had herself chained to him or himself chained to her, and they were for 24 hours chained together in this a couple's Halloween outfit, the 49ers Bang Bang Niner Gang outfit, and they were making a cake. Like a dick-shaped cake, they said. They want to make the cake like a dick, like a cock, like a penis. So she's making this big white penis cake with her chained to true life eating disorder boyfriend, or whoever it is, human mammal. Okay? Bouncing back and forth, because I'm not down with chains and cages. I'm not down with the way the cake looked. So I'm like, okay, let me go back to Jenny's stream out in Las Vegas with, so I was pretty much just out there. It's a pretty dope stream. And anyways, towards nighttime, she was just kicking it with her brother, ended the stream. And I went out, I'm listening to YouTube all the time, Pandora, whatever. I go, okay, let me look at someone else's stream. I go to QT Cinderella's stream, and she's at this motherfucking party. She's at this motherfucking house party, and it looks like LA. The skyline, you know how it looks like it's just all black. There's nothing out there. There's no skyline, absolutely no skyline, but you're somehow up on this fucking hillside and also have money. That's LA. There's absolutely, it's worse than Oakland. It's far worse than San Francisco. Far worse than Oakland skyline. You go to LA, I don't know if this has to do with the Palisades fire, but it was just blank. All black, right? Okay, so right when I open the stream up, right when I tap on the stream, I hear QT Cinderella talking about rape. She's screaming in her live stream, Twitch stream about rape. She starts screaming, he raped blah blah blah. He did this to this being while she's with her Bang Bang Niner Gang eating disorder true life boyfriend from MTV. She starts this Twitch, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if she's the Twitch CEO. I don't know if she's like what is her placement in Twitch that she gets to be streamer award speaker every single fucking year. And then at the TwitchCon, when it comes to TwitchCon, her friend that is in her kitchen steals Jenny TTY, Jenny Titty is what I call it. Jenny steals Jenny's phone. This QT Cinderella CEO, Twitch CEO, steals her phone, okay? This QT Cinderella also talking about she shows up to the San Diego Comic-Con with all this fucking security. She said she had just a shitload of fucking security around her the whole time. I don't know if she's being sarcastic to the Twitch company, if she's being sarcastic to, what's her name? Emiru or Emaru? Fuck, I don't know. I'm really, I've only seen the names spelled out. I haven't heard you guys say them. So, if you say them, then I'll pronounce them correctly. Anyways, she's flaunting that she showed up with some big ass fucking crew of security guards after this girl had just discussed that she did not have any backup other than her own security, and she's disappointed with Twitch's response, disappointed with local law enforcement response, all this bullshit. Nazi response is what I call it. So, like I said, I don't know if that's sarcasm. I don't know if like this Bing is flexing like they haven't ever got raped or something like, or they haven't ever got whatever you want to call it, but she just starts screaming at the top of her fucking lungs while she's drunk with this eating disorder TwitchCon boyfriend, that she starts screaming rape at this fucking house party. Rape, this person, rape. You know what I'm saying? Shouting out both names. This person raped, blah, blah, blah. Shouting out rape, right? So, dressed in the Bang Bang Niner Gang outfit with her couple, eating disorder, TwitchCon, fucking True Life, MTV fucking boyfriend from fucking LA. I was just, at that moment when it just pissed me the fuck off. Everything that I'm fucking hearing about how she's shouting, you know, you guys all know the story about the boy who cried wolf, right? The boy who cried wolf. Let's just think about that for a moment. The boy who cried wolf. He cried wolf so much that no one believed him. There was a wolf around. Well, this girl, this QT Cinderella Twitch CEO, is at a house party in LA, in Hollywood, LA, screaming at the top of her lungs on the top of the hill about rape. About rape while everyone's trying to be Halloween mode, dressed in costume, you know what I'm saying, have a good time. She's screaming about rape while she chained herself to a motherfucking dude the whole fucking stream prior to this moment, and forced him to make the cake how she wants the cake made. You guys can go watch this for yourself. All right, it's only 1 to 2 days back. I can't remember the exact moment because we're in a moment here, 9:55 out here in California. But like I said, this Twitch CEO just starts screaming out rape, screaming at the fucking top of her lungs. One of her friends has stole Jenny TTY's phone during the stream, threw off the whole fucking mood. And it's one thing to steal a phone, but you're throwing off a motherfucker's mood. You're throwing off. Here's the thing, you guys. I want to break this down for everybody for a moment here. Because who got killed in Las Vegas? Who got killed? Let's change this up just for him. Who got killed in Las Vegas? Is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderate. I'm saying Tupac got killed in Las Vegas. What's Tupac's rule? Tupac has a code, actually. I don't know. A lot of gang members fucking know the code. But part of the code is you are not to do nothing. Don't do nothing at a motherfucking event, a gathering, a party type of moment. You are not to do anything. And this goes for everybody. And everybody abides by this code. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Tupac says, do not fight at events. It's a neutral zone. And that's what we abide by on the gang level. All right? So anytime something's going down like a TwitchCon event, you won't hear nothing from me. You won't hear nothing about nothing. I'm not gonna. It's a neutral zone. Everybody is. The way I view it is there's a race, right? You got your NASCAR races, you got your Disney. We'll imagine for the 4-year-olds out there, Disney Cars movie. You got your race, right? So once you finish that race, you three together, Lightning McQueen, and the two others. You're all out there, discussing amongst yourself. Wow, that was whatever performance. You know what I'm saying? Taking your photos, hitting the interviews. That's what we're talking about. That's the event. During the race, you're allowed to do what you want. But at these events, you got to imagine the race has concluded and we're in this moment of we're not racing at the moment. So let's not be, in this back and forth or whatever. And if it's going to be a back and forth, then we got to take that initiative to either locate ourselves somewhere else or remove ourselves from the situation in one way or another, whether it's end the live stream or remove yourself from fucking the actual location. But those are the rules. That's Tupac's rules, right? You're not supposed to be throwing everyone's motherfucking mood off in an event location. So Vegas, where did he get shot? He didn't get shot in the boxing event. He didn't get shot in the boxing fucking stadium. He got shot after. Okay? He got shot after. So, I'm just letting everybody know the rules are set in stone about that fucking hard. And that goes for everybody. I know a lot of people already know this. I'm not speaking to the motherfuckers that already know this. But just to let everyone know, events are meant to be a neutral zone as far as the gangs go. Because I know that's a word right now. Including or not including, counting or not counting gang violence. Okay? Events are a neutral zone for gangs. And that's according to Tupac's rules, which everyone in every gang pretty much abides by. Mafia is a little bit like Italian mafia is a little bit more elevated than a gang, but close enough to where they respect the rules of what they're saying. It's just how the mafia works. And Las Vegas is developed by the mafia, so yeah. Shout out to the mafia, shout out to Blood Gang, shout out to Crip Gang, shout out to Tupac, and shout out to who else is there to shout out? Shout out to I don't know. Shout out to myself. So
escape to the beach with breezy dance rhythms and sun-kissed electronic.
when that happened, when this Twitch CEO started screaming things about rape at this party scenario in Los Angeles, just threw everything off. Like things, I could get past certain things, and I probably would have unfollowed this person moments after, but things like this always happen. So you always have to be aware of the fact that once someone, say you are friends with someone or you're enemies with someone, once someone does something that you do not like, they're likely going to do something else that you do not like very soon. And this is a fucking evidence of everything that I'm trying to tell you guys. Because right when this motherfucking being does something, right? I'm talking about the chains. I could have let go of everything. I would have been whatever about the security, whatever about the friend, which I still don't really care about. What I was thrown off by is she's got chains. She's promoting chains on her channel, and the channel is titled Cinderella. QT Cinderella. She's a cutie. Cutie, like Cutie Pie. Remember that from Moonshiners? Cutie Cinderella. there's two things that I don't like about what she's doing. She's subconsciously adding into motherfucker's mind that let's make a cake. All right, let's chain. It's like she's normalizing being chained and caged up with someone the fuck else, just inches and feet away from you. Okay? And then takes it a step further and goes and desensitizes the minds of beings, just like the boy who cried wolf desensitizes the minds of beings while there's multiple people at the party. Multiple people at the party. Anyone could have been saying, I need help. Someone's raping me. Please help. Well, this being's walking around. This Twitch CEO is walking around talking about screaming rape at the top of her fucking lungs right when I opened the stream up. So what was she screaming about before I opened the stream up? That's what I'm curious about at the moment. I might go watch through. What happened moments before she started screaming about rape, rape, rape? And I'm like, what is she talking about? Rape? So eventually someone came up to them, say, you gotta calm down, you know what I'm saying? This is getting out of pocket. And the stream ended. So you guys, what's her name got attacked? What's her name? Emiru. Emiruu. Emiru got attacked. And then what's her name? Emily Extra Emily, that's her name. Extra Emily took a fall. This is out of order. Ginny got her phone stolen and then returned. And then let me see who else. Oh, and then QT Cinderella goes around with her boyfriend, true life eating disorder motherfucker, bulimic motherfucker, talking about rape. You know what I'm saying? Talking about rape. What's going down? So I would like everyone to go ask QT Cinderella, what do you mean? What were your intentions when you were screaming rape at this party while you were chained to a dude? What were your intentions? Because it was a little bit kinky at times, and then a little bit spooky at other times. I know it is Halloween though, so kinky, spooky, I don't know. What's your kink? What's your spook? Apparently, I don't know. Maybe she's not afraid of rape. Maybe she thinks everyone is just rape free. You can't get raped if you're on Twitch live. I don't know, but it was pretty wild to. I didn't hear any mention the whole entire time. I didn't hear any mention about Emiru, Emiruu. I don't know if it's two U's, or Emily, Extra Emily. I didn't hear anything about Ginny. All I saw was her making a dick-shaped cake, and this is according to her. She's making a dick-shaped cake while chained to this dude. And then later on the stream, when I tap on the stream, she's screaming rape at the top of her fucking lungs at this house party. Dark as fuck, random ass motherfucking house party. What the fuck, dude? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? So, let's get into the stream now. The stream now.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms delay.
In two clinical studies, confined mesothelioma taken by injection provided 90% clear skin in 16 weeks in 700 results with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly
crazy. Shout out to Crip Gang.
Serious
Boom,
allergic
boom.
reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you have a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Tap this ad to learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, call support may be available.
APR plus 500 bonus cash on Tacoma or low lease on Tacoma double cab. Or get a great deal on Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places. Click the banner or visit Toyota.com for details.
Slide doesn't fucking let me revive my fucking run. So I don't know about that. Oh, let me fucking get in here real quick. But you know what I'm saying? The slide might be a fucking oxymoron, you guys. Might be an oxymoron. Try to do a Hey, I'm psychic. Check out the psychic abilities. For this scenario. I'm getting deja vu.
Running back. Red and snack. Spice season.
If it could fucking go through the fucking thing that I'm trying to fucking get through, it's not wide enough. I mean, it's not wide enough. Fuck. I misspoke. What are the odds?
When you want your holiday to feel like a holiday, it matters where you stay. Book your holiday stay with Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Don't get in the tree at 150. 150.
Well, if you have sleep apnea and the answer is no, you probably already know why. Whether you spent the night struggling with your CPAP machine or you ditched your machine altogether and left your sleep apnea untreated, it's time to wake up to a different solution. Inspired Therapy is an implant that's proven to treat sleep apnea without a mask or hose. With over 100,000 people already using it, this may be the solution you've been dreaming of.
I have heart failure, and being out of breath all the time is just too much. I also have other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome, lower back pain, and I thought something really off. That's why I talked to my cardiologist about ATTR-CM, or transthyretin cardiac amyloidosis.
ATTR-CM is a serious heart condition often accompanied by other non-heart-related symptoms. It's a condition that gets worse over time, so starting treatment early is important. Talk to your cardiologist today to see if you have ATTR-CM. Vindamax, tafamidis, is a prescription pill taken once a day to treat adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death and hospitalization for heart disease. Tell your doctor about any complications or conditions indicating people problems with breastfeeding, pregnant, or lactating. There are no known side effects with Vindamax. For prescribing information, call 1-877-278-9632. Learn more at vindamax.com.
Ask your doctor about ATTR-CM.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
holiday to feel like a holiday.
Hi guys, welcome.
It matters where you stay. Book your holiday stay with Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Running a business, I've learned that every missed call is a missed opportunity. Before Quo, formerly OpenPhone, it was chaos, missed messages, no follow-ups, no visibility. Now our team calls and texts from a shared number, tracks every conversation, and AI handles calls after hours. Over 90,000 businesses use Quo, and now I get why. Plans start at just $15 a month. Try free, then get 20% off your first 6 months at Quo. Quo.com/music. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back.
Run it back!
Lemon snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke into it. My snack wrap is back.
over here it's moving really slow. Over here it's moving fast. Lose against a winning person. Feels like I got second. Come on. You're a little behind. Just bear with me. Oh shit! Hey, this person got two! Two motherfuckers. Ah, yeah, that's it. That's game. That's game. Oh. Look, she's at like 45 health. What? Health pack. Got four. I hit that health pack. Go. Ah, dude. What? That's a jingle? Why didn't they grab the thing? Bricks. Found some bricks right here. Found some brick pipe. Okay, where's Dude? Where's Dude? Oh, he's a bummer. He's a bummer. Oh shit, he's a bummer. Run away. Run away. He's above you. Oh, he's not behind. Below. Oh, 51. Come on. Come on, bro. Poison ivy right here. 42. Damn, dude, it's shooting up. Oh, no. Oh. Dude's scared. He's scared. Oh! Timeout! Poison ivy for the dub. Puff like Gaston. Puff like Gaston. Who is that? That was crazy.